everyone! First of all, thank you so much for watching my video and congratulations on finishing up this semester. It's been such a pleasure getting to know all of you through your blog posts and your contributions online, so thank you again. And I'm here just to talk a little bit about my learning project and sort of what inspired me to pick the project that I did. And the first part of it was absolutely our section on digital citizenship and how to be responsible and respectful online, because I cannot stress enough the importance of teaching kids to be responsible and respectful and just informed about being online from a young age, even as young as 7, the kids that I teach, because I think our world will just be such a better place if kids learn those skills young. And I'm also just really curious to see sort of where their education will grow to as they get older, because we learn tons about online educational resources, and I just think they will have access to an unbelievable amount of resources that will be just so affordable and accessible, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing where that will go. And just to give you a quick recap on my learning project, I decided to have my students take over our Facebook page and use social media on their own. So I picked a different student every day. They were in charge of taking photos and videos, and then they would weed through them at the end of the day, decide which ones they'd like to use, and then write what's on their mind. So have a look. Welcome to Lakeview School. I've made this walk hundreds of times over my 6 years here, and each day I reflect on my journey and practice. Today is no different, but today I'm reflecting on the fact that my first ever master's class is coming to an end. Then I got to thinking, I've had many other firsts in this class too. My first ever tweet, my first official blog posts, my first Zoom classes, and the first time in the memorable past that I've actually been able to put a university assignment to direct work in my classroom. My learning project has raised the bar on my existing in-class social media practices by getting my littles, grade 2s to be exact, involved in the photos and writing of our daily Facebook posts. When I post to my classroom Facebook page, it's a recap of our day, important questions, updates for parents, and much more, but it's all from my point of view, my lens as a teacher. As I walk down the hallway today, I'm thinking about all the challenges my kiddos will face in the wake of the online world, and I want them to be prepared to be as good a people online as I see every day in our school and classroom and in their ambitions. It has been incredible to see what my kiddos find interesting. Spoiler alert, it is nothing that I ever would have noticed in our classroom. So, let's hear it from the mouth of babes. I had some of my students who participated in this project take a second to reflect on their own journey to becoming a published author.
I love to write because it is fun moving around a pencil and to tell stories about yourself and telling all the people around you.
Because it is fun.
I like to write books because it is fun.
Because drawing is cool.
Because I like to be creative and I like to make stories with them.
Because being artistic and finishing stuff.
Because I like to write stories so much. And this is what I like to write, unicorn stories.
I love writing what you're reading right now.
I like to write because you can write stories.
Because I like to be creative.
Well, you get to take pictures and write things. That we get to take all the pictures and be creative.
But I really liked to write about school, and my favorite part about Facebook is taking pictures.
You're getting an insider's look at some of the photos my kids took throughout the project. As mentioned, these may not have been the photos I would have taken, but that's what has made this project so exciting and refreshing. What's more fun than being a kid? project has made me realize the importance of including kids in the process, not just the final product. This project got my class excited to write, and that was the most wonderful thing to see. My hardest to engage students were the first ones to ask for a turn to write and interact with their classmates. This is social media at its finest. We hear over and over again about the negative side to social media and the danger and the bad. And although those things without a doubt exist, this was such a positive experience and a positive opportunity for my class to show their learning, support each other, and have some fun. I will admit, I was absolutely stuck in my ways when it came to my Facebook page, because why fix what isn't broken, right? Well, true, but in this case, this class gave me just the push I needed to get out of my comfort zone. I don't share much on my personal social media, but I use my classroom page as the lifeline to connect school to home, and the result is magic. Social media done safely and constructively is a gift. It allows us to stay connected with those near and far, and it documents our lives to share as we want. I've tried to instill in my kiddos, even at this early age, the importance of being safe, cautious, and aware, while still being curious, creative, and fun. It's a big world that is right at our fingertips. It's been a blast seeing a small part of this world through their eyes. This class has introduced me to aspects of social media, open education, and digital citizenship that I have never explored before, and I'm so thankful for the plethora of resources that Alec and all of you have gifted me throughout the duration. My learning project has changed my pedagogy on incorporating social media into my classroom. I will practice what I preach and be safe, cautious, and aware, but vow to be creative, curious, and fun too. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much for having a peek at that. I just want to let you know that it clearly did not go off without any challenges. I had lots of bumps along the road, and the first one was absolutely the idea of permission. I had to do a number of permission slips to send home to allow parents to have the decision whether they wanted their child's photos or videos on a public forum. And I did have some families that unfortunately chose not to participate in the program. But as you saw, I had lots that did, and I was really happy with the result in that way. And secondly, I'm working with 7-year-olds. I'm asking them to take photos and video on an iPad, which can be extremely distracting. So there was lots of, okay, quickly take the picture and then put the iPad down. I didn't want to discourage them from looking at whatever they found interesting at that time. But as you guys all know, we need to get the ball rolling and we have stuff to do. So that was definitely another challenge that I had. But overall, I'm really, really happy with the results. I'm thankful again for the opportunity to do a project like this and to actually be able to put it into practice into my classroom. So I thank everyone again, and I hope you have a wonderful holidays. Take care.